Hi everyone. In today's DIY projects, we are crafting with Dollar Tree items. We'll be creating some beautiful home decor on a budget that you could use to decorate your home. For your shopping convenience, all the items used in today's DIY projects will be linked in the description box below, so do check them out and let's jump right into our first DIY project. For our first project, we're going to be using these foam discs from the Dollar Tree and also this piece of wood. For this project, we're making a wall sconce. I glued my foam disc in the center of that wood. Just make sure it's even on both sides. I'm also using some wooden dowels and I'll cut my first one right about 7 inches. And for each side, I'm cutting 2 pieces at the same size. The next cut will be 7.5 inches. We're working on one side first. The next size will be 8 inches, and then the next size will be 8.5 inches. I'm going to be using my wood glue to attach those dowels. The larger sizes are going to be on the center, and I'm placing them right against that foam disc. So they should be nice and tight. I'm going over with a layer of my wood glue, and this will act as a primer when I spray paint my piece. Now I'll do the same thing for the opposite side. I'm also using this bikini top from the Dollar Tree. I'm removing the ropes and I'm using my hot glue to fill those holes. I'm going to find the center of my foam disc and I'll use my X-Acto knife to cut it out. Now it should look like so. You want to go ahead and squeeze the shells down onto the foam board, and this will leave the indentation of where you need to put your glue. For my strong adhesive, I'm using Aleene's Mixed Media, and I'm using my hot glue for the center. I place some foam balls underneath so I can hold them in place while they dry. Now I'll take my wall sconce outside and I'll spray paint it gold with my Rust-Oleum metallic gold spray paint. And here it is. I'm going to be placing these rhinestones on the two sides of my foam disc, and I'll also go over the center to connect the rhinestones. For the edge of my foam disc, I'm going to be using mosaic tiles, and I'll just cut 3 rows. And I'll start to attach it on this end. When I get to the other end, I'll use 2 rows. To hook our wall sconce on the wall, we're using a picture frame hook. And I'm just using my hot glue to hold the hook in place, and then I'll attach it permanently with my screws. Now this is how we're looking. For our lights, I'm going to be using these rechargeable RGB lights. For the contact between the light and the shell, I'm going to add a tower block to each light, and I'll just glue it in place. And the lights are easy to be removed and charged. The only problem I had was with the remote. I had to go closer for the remote to work. Here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let's move on to our next project. We're going to be using these MDF wreaths from the Dollar Tree. And for this project, we are making a centerpiece. I'm going to use 3 of my wreaths, and I'll place them overlapping each other, just like so. Just make sure that they're straight and even on each side, and that they're connecting directly in the center of each other. Now I'll hold one side with my hot glue. I'm also using a foam disc. I'll place the outer hoop on the center of the foam disc and press it down to create an indentation, and then I'll cut that out. I'm going to place the hoop back in the center and attach it with my hot glue. Just press it all the way down. Next, I painted my centerpiece using a latex gray paint. So we're basically done. I'm going to be styling my centerpiece using some blue hydrangeas and baby's breath and 2 roses. And I got these flowers from Amazon, but you can definitely get flowers from the Dollar Tree. I'll leave a link to all the items that I'm using down in the description box. And you can find the description box below the title. I'm also going to be using a floating candle, and I'm using a cylinder vase. I'm going to fill my vase with invisible beads, water beads. I place them to soak. Then I'm going to use some beads and ice gems to decorate my vase. If you like at least one of these projects so far, I'm going to ask you to please give me a thumbs up. It helps to support my channel. And another way that you can support my channel is by leaving me a comment. It doesn't have to be an entire sentence, just one word is good enough. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I got these floating candles from the Dollar Tree. And I'll just place one on top. And you can use this centerpiece for a dining table or wedding centerpiece or anything that you'd like. It's about 14 inches high. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let's move on to our next project. For this project, we are making a wall decoration. And I'm going to be using these leftover spoon handles from my previous project. I'm using a dish, and this is a 50-cent dish from the Walmart. And I'm just placing the dish on the center and going around the dish with my spoon handles just to get a nice uniform look. Make sure they're close together, and I'll attach them with my hot glue. Remove the dish, we won't be needing that. I'm adding more hot glue just to make sure it's nice and firm. Then I'm using a lid. It's about 1 inch smaller than the dish. And I'm going to create my design using this lid. And I'll do the same thing. Just go right around the lid. And make sure that the tip of the spoon is touching the surface and touching the tip of the other spoons. And this will give them some elevation. This is how we're looking. I'm going to take them outside and spray paint them matte black with my Rust-Oleum matte black spray paint. I'm also using a mirror from the Dollar Tree. This is 6 inches. I'm using my strong adhesive to attach my mirror. For this project, I made two of the same thing. For the top area, I use a 5-inch mirror, but you can use two of the same 6 inches. After I did that, I decided to give them a touch of gold on the tips. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let me know which of these projects were your favorite and if you'll be recreating any of them. If you missed my previous video, here it is on the screen. Just click that rectangular box to watch. Please remember to give me a thumbs up before you leave and share this video with someone that may be interested. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye-bye.